Welcome in Marmaris, the beautiful region in the southwest of Turkey. This is the Marmaris Rally, a round of the Turkish Championship, but also for the European Rally Trophy. But it's a rally with ambitions and wants to be part of the European Rally Championship as soon as possible. There are some R5s at the start, some S2000s, some good drivers as well. Looking forward to what should be a very tough rally.
Serkan, first time rally in Marmaris?
Yes, first time rally in Marmaris. We are hosting this rally, first time in this area, and we are very excited.
What is the goal?
The goal is to get the European Championship in Marmaris next year and have a great rally, gravel rally in European Championship in Marmaris in Turkey.
How are the stages here?
Stages are medium fast, 20% rough, 80% clean. But for next year we have some new stages that we are thinking.
Beautiful region of Marmaris. As you can see, an excellent coastline. Beautiful nature as well away from the coastline, even when it's raining. And we take the start with one of the favorites, Murat Bostanci in his Ford Fiesta R5. A very tough start for Bostanci because he has a puncture in the opening stage and loses over 3 minutes, which drops him to 11th overall. Not the start the Ford driver wanted. This is his main competitor, Yagish Afshi, in the 208 T16 R5. Great start for Afshi, even though he had a small contact with the Marmaris nature, as you can see on the front left of his Peugeot. Still, Afshi has a good start, and after 2 stages he has almost 45 seconds in hand on this man, Orhan Afçoglu, with a Ford Fiesta S2000.
İle sol 3.5 taşma kayar. İle sağ 1. İle sol 4. İle sağ 3.5.
Yes, 2000 still has some life in it. Not the newest of cars, of course. The R5 cars are much more recent, but even without a turbo, Afçoglu manages to compete with some of the R5s. One of them is driven by Burak Çukurova, the 208 T16 for him as well.
10 sol 4 12. kilometrede şu anda. Sol 4 hızlı. Tamam. 60 sağ 3.
Small mistake there, cost him some time. Çukurova in third.
Now we are in third position in general classification. We did 2 times spin in the long stage. We have some setup problem. Now we will solve this problem.
This is another Peugeot, the 207 S2000 of Aki Agoglu, who's in fourth. So the S2000s are doing pretty well here, in second with Afçoglu and in fourth with Agoglu. But Agoglu is over 2 minutes behind. The small DS3R3 in the hands of Ahmet Burke is doing fine as well.
For European Rally Trophy, I think it's a very good organization. It's really nice to be here, and the organization is really tried too much. I see this. I hope this will be continuous for the next years.
Plenty of Mitsubishi at the start as well, and the best of them is driven by Ugur Soylu, who's in 5th overall after the opening loop of 2 stages. Just in front of Ferratan Ribelir. It's not Homer Simpson driving this car, I assure you. Ferratan Ribelir is just in front of Mustafa Çakal in the 3rd of the Mitsubishis. Plenty of front-wheel drive cars as well. A good battle between Bogra Banas in his Ford Fiesta R2, and he's fighting with another Fiesta R2, the one of Ümitcan Özdemir. But he has already 45 seconds in hand, and this is the standings after the opening loop of 2 stages. Afci leading then from Afçoglu. Then come the 2 Peugeots of Çukurova and Agoglu with Soylu in 5th. Back to the service park then to repair the first damage, and a bad start for Bostanci.
It was a terrible start, to be honest. The first stage we had a front left puncture, and we had to stop and change the tire, and we lost around 3 minutes maybe. And in overall, I can't really drive the car at the moment. The setup I have made is terrible.
For Yagi's Avci, it goes a lot better. He's in the lead.
It started well for us, but the stages are really difficult for the cars and for the drivers also. And in our first gravel experience with 208, R5 is started well, but of course we have to improve with the car. It was good for us, we did no mistake, and the long one is really tiring. So in the next loop we have to drive a bit smoother.
And Orhan Avcoglu is in second, only 30 seconds behind Avci.
It started to rain just before the stage, so it also made the tire choice a difficult choice. But I think we have the right tire, and we are taking it easy now. It's a very long rally, and now there's 150 kilometers to go.
To the second loop then of the opening day, 3 stages, 2 in the forest and 1 special stage. There's a good fight going on in the R2 category. 8.5 Font is in third, and the front wheel drive cars is in 11th overall as well, just behind Dumic and Özdemir. Fighting hard, these two, for the R2 honours, but the best man in the front wheel drive car is still Bugra Banash. He's in 8th overall, even in front of a lot of 4-wheel drive cars, so a good performance from Banash there. Menderes Ukur has taken third in his class, is in 9th overall now with his Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9. Tandribelir is still in 6th, good rally for him, not taking too many risks. And he's second behind Ugur Soylu, who has climbed to 4th overall. Good performance then from the Mitsubishi driver. Murat Bostanci, who was in 11th after his puncture, has climbed all the way to 5th now.
Artı sol 5.5 uzunca ters kayar. Artı 6 uzunca. Artı.
He's still almost 5 minutes behind the leader though, but a podium finish is again among the possibilities for Bostanci. On the podium for now is Haki Agwoglu in his 207 S2000. He only has some 15 seconds in hand over Bostanci, however. So it might be a tough second day for Agwoglu to try and keep that position. Good stage then for Avcoglu. He gets nearer to the leader.
Sol maxlı 10. Sağ 2 dar ile fren uzun. Sol 2.5 son 3.5 dar. İçine sağ 4 dar.
Has to attack hard to try and close the gap towards the leader of Choglu, and that's exactly what he's doing. But for the moment it's still Yagi Javshi leading this Marmaris rally on these very challenging stages. Avci has some 30 seconds in hand after the 2 stages of the second loop. So the first 4 stages of this beautiful Marmaris rally. Off to the final stage of the day then, the show stage of Marmaris, and as with every other show stage in all rallies around the world, this is a stage in which you can gain little but you could lose a lot. Unfortunately, that was the case for Orhan Avcoglu, and this is what happened to his Ford Fiesta S2000. A very hard hit against that tree stump, just a little too quickly through that chicane. Let's look at it again. That's the end of his rally. Fortunately, the crew remained uninjured. But the rally is over at just before the end of day one. That means that everybody gains a place, of course. Bostanci ends the day in 4th. And that's a lot better than he expected after that puncture on the opening stage. Yagish Afshi, now that he knew that his fiercest competitor is out of the rally, took it a bit more slowly in this stage. Careful through the threes there. And ending day one in the lead. A big lead now of over 4.5 minutes on this man, Haki Agwoglu. In the 207 S2000. He might have a very tough second day though in trying to keep that second position. Igor Soylu is now in 3rd with his Mitsubishi. A very good place for that man. In between those R5s and S2000s. And Tandribulir is in 2nd for the Mitsubishis.
First day of Marmaris Rally, how is it going for you?
Well, first of all, it was a difficult day with some very tough gravel surface. It was a tough rally for me. I'm in 2nd in my class now and I'm 6th overall, I think. Everything is going well for now. It's important for me to finish the rally. It's more important than being fast. So my aim is to finish the rally at this rate. For Chukurova, he's in 6th overall.
We had a puncture in the last long stage. For this reason we lost 5 minutes, but now we are on the rally, so we are happy for it. Now we are in 6th position, so tomorrow is the more longer from today for this reason. So we will be more aggressive. So tomorrow we hope that we can be in the podium. We will see tomorrow. It will be long and difficult day.
It will be a long and difficult day for Murat Bostanci as well.
It started quite bad for us, but now we are feeling the car better. But we should still improve it. I'm not really 100% able to drive the car, but I mean we are still learning. At least we could improve our pace. And tomorrow is still going to be a learning day for us, but today it's been a quite bad day for the whole team. I mean, Orhan, my teammate, retired on the super stage, and at least we are fighting for the podium. I think we can finish at least 2nd, which is quite good after having a puncture and losing almost 4 or 5 minutes. So it's going well. I'm hopeful for 2nd day.
And Yagish Afshi now has a lead of 4 minutes 33 seconds.
We are still in the lead, and the second loop was again very difficult. And in the last super special stage, it was very tricky between the trees and very narrow. So we are in a good lead now, and tomorrow we will try to keep our position and make it to the finish.
And these are the standings at the end of day one. Afshi leading from Agwoglu, 4 minutes 33 in hand, but it's very close behind them. Solu in 3rd, Bostanci in 4th, and Tandribulir in 5th. That was the end of part 1. See you after the break. Welcome back in Marmaris in the southwest of Turkey for the Marmaris Rally, and part of this event was also an off-road event organised by Mr. Vezirov, who has the knack of getting the best off-road cars in his rally. There's 4 categories here, and the S1 category is dominated by the little Suzukis, as you can see. The Suzuki Vitara and the Grand Vitara. It was Dennis Jagli and Ilaida Hanshi fighting hard for honours in the S1 category, and it was Jagli who took it. And you always have to be very focused in these rallies, as you can see from what happened to Mr. Selahattin Yildirim. He rolled his Suzuki Grand Vitara, still managed to finish though. In the S3 category, another little Suzuki, very popular in Turkey, finished in 5th overall as well. Irfan Özdemir. A very good result for him, winning the S2 category. And then come the big machines, the Jeep Cherokee of Murat Tejlidak. Fighting hard with his big Jeep Cherokee. Very spectacular cars. And this is a Jeep Cherokee as well, in the hands of Hüsnü Taylan. Was the first leader of the rally, but lost some ground halfway through. Still finished in 3rd overall, winning the powerful S4 category with his modified Jeep Cherokee. A very spectacular car, driven by Hüsnü Taylan and co-driven by Hasan Taylan. And in this three, it was these two guys, Cemal Akıgündüz and Ekrem Aydin, who fought hard for runners. Akıgündüz did it in an Opel Frontera. Took some stage wins, but it was not enough to win overall. Very spectacular driving from Akıgündüz, but he was beaten by Ekrem Aydin in the Mitsubishi Pajero. A formidable off-road car, even in slightly modified form like it is here. A great win then. And as is custom, plenty of gold cups for the winners and the podium finishers in all categories. Lots of smiles as well. And back to the Marmaris Rally then, where we have 6 stages on the second day, 2 loops of 3 stages. And this man, Yagi starts the day with 4.5 minutes in hand. But it's a bad start of the day for Avci. He has a puncture as well, and he stops on the stage to change the wheel. And almost 4 minutes are lost. That's most of his lead. And at the end of the first loop, he's still leading though, but he only has 39 seconds in hand over this man, Murat Bostanci, who came all the way back from 11th at the end of the first loop to 2nd now. So 39 seconds now between Avci and Bostanci with 3 stages to go. Bostanci, who won all the stages on this opening loop, and if he can repeat that feat in the second loop, he might still win this one. Meanwhile, Ugur Soylu, still in 3rd, has resisted the attacks of everybody, apart from Bostanci, of course, which is quite logical. The R5, a lot more competitive than this Lancer EVA 9. Still a very good 3rd place for Soylu. Haki Agoglu, who was 2nd at the start of the day, has dropped to 4th. The 207 S2000 still competitive, but having a hard time defending against R5s that are driven in Iga. Even though he's still in front of this man, Burak Çukurova, who hopes to get on the podium during the second day, but it will be difficult now. And Ferhatan Ribelir with his beautifully decorated Mitsubishi still in 6th. Only 43 seconds off the top 5. The 2-wheel drive category is still dominated by this man, Bugrabanas.
We are leading in R2 class and front wheel drive cars. Stages are good, fast, and a little bit tight. And we are pushing hard this morning, but some of our rivals have puncture.
And Murat Bostanci now in 2nd.
Today it feels much better. I can now drive the car, and I didn't check all the times, but I think I won all the stages so far. And Yağız Avcı had a puncture, so the gap behind us is now 39 seconds, I think.
So you're going to attack for the last loop?
As I said, it's just a learning rally for me. I don't want to take any risks and make a mistake.
Tough luck meanwhile for Yagi Avci.
So flat tire, bad luck for you.
Yes, today we are going slower than yesterday because we have a good gap. But going slower is actually more harder and we couldn't avoid every rock, so there are many rocks in the stage. So we had a puncture in the beginning of the long stage, and we changed in the stage. Then we lost, I think, 4 minutes. So now we are 40 seconds in the lead.
The final loop then, 3 more stages that will decide the 2016 edition of the Marmaris Rally. Bugra Banas wins the 2-wheel drive category, the R2 category, finishes in 7th overall, just behind Ferhat Tanribilir, who finishes in 2nd in his category with the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9. Haki Agoglu drops 1 more spot in that final loop, finishes in 5th, right behind Burak Çukurova, who almost finished on the podium but had to be happy with 4th, because 3rd went to Ugur Soylu, dominated the Mitsubishi class, and a nice finish in 3rd. And then came the battle between this man, Murat Bostanci, and Yagis Avci, 39 seconds at the start of the loop. Bostanci managed to close the gap, but he left 11 seconds behind Avci, who won the 2016 Marmaris Rally. Avci dominated the event but had to attack hard in the end to keep his first place until the finish line. Still, Bostanci was quite happy with the result.
We had some problems in the first stage of the loop where I spun and lost around 10-15 seconds. And on the second stage I catched the car in front of me, so there was some dust and I lost my concentration. But I mean, we are here second. It's better than what we expected after the end of the day, because we had a puncture, lost like 4 or 5 minutes, and I wasn't happy with the car. Now I'm happy with the car, I can drive the car, and I think I won all the stages today, so it's good, it's promising.
And the happiest man around, Yagi Javshi.
I am really happy, and it was really one of the toughest gravel rallies I have ever done, so we are very happy to be in the first position. And it was a very important rally for Turkish Championship because the coefficient is high. So it was really a big challenge, and Murat pushed a lot in the last loop, and we tried to maintain the gap, and we made it possible to the finish, and we are very happy as a team.
Serkan, end of the first rally in Marmaris, how you look back on this event?
I think it was an excellent event for us. Everybody was very happy. Marmaris people were very happy. The authorities were very happy. So we are actually kind of proud that this event went good so far. And hopefully we will bring the ERC next year to Marmaris.
And these are the final results of the 2016 Marmaris Rally. Avci wins it from Bostanci, then Soylu in 3rd, Çukurova in 4th, and Nagoglu in 5th. And that was it from Marmaris. We've had a beautiful rally in a beautiful region, and we hope we can see this rally in the ERC sooner than later.